North Richland Hills 911.
That's it.
Hello?
This is Freddie Wilhite.
How can I help you?
I shot my wife in the stomach with 38.
67-year-old Fred Wilhite is now in jail accused of murder.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's laying on the floor.
And what is your name?
Freddie Wilhite.
Where's the gun at?
What?
Where's the gun?
It's in the closet.
Why did you do this?
She enticed me, and she would ridicule me throughout my lifetime.
He was a nut, basically.
Neighbors are not surprised by the violence. The husband and wife lived in separate homes next to each other.
The last time I talked to her, she said that he drank a lot.
Fred, as we called him, would get on his lawnmower and mow up and down the road with the blade going. He's like we call the village idiot out here.
And you're at 8432 Gifford?
That's it, baby. I'll see if she's alive.
Sir?
You alive? You there?
I'm here. Sir, I'm here.
I think she's dead.
Wilhite surrendered to police with his hands in the air. His wife Donna was pronounced dead at a Fort Worth hospital.
She was really, really nice. Poor lady.
They was a strange couple. There was always things going on. It was just a matter of time.
What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, coming at you with episode number 300 of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the updated HMT motto, shall we? A man will only take so much disrespect, and it's just a matter of time before he finally says to himself, today's the day. Gentlemen, we have reached episode 300 of Hockey Mask Time. This is 300 cases of men who finally reached their breaking point and took matters into their own hands due to the fact that society simply refuses to adequately punish women for their transgressions. So these men could not get justice, so they decided to take retribution. Gentlemen, we are definitely far from over with this series. Like I've always said, this is a well that will never run dry. Now, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! Gentlemen, you heard the 911 call. So, I'm going to go more into the article. Now, this article was published on the 22nd of March, 2007. Quote unquote, I killed my nagging wife. Quote unquote, hold on, I'll see if she's alive. That's what a Texas man calmly told a police dispatcher after fatally shooting his wife in the stomach because he was tired of being, quote unquote, enticed and, quote unquote, ridiculed by her, as he thoroughly explained in that 911 call. This was a man who said, fuck it. He was completely and totally fed up. Freddie Wilhite of North Richland Hills, a city near Fort Worth, called 911 Monday night and told an operator that he had just shot his wife, Donna, with a .38 caliber handgun. Ooh, a .38. That is a particularly nasty piece of hardware. Of course, 38 Special only comes in revolvers. So yeah, heavier trigger pull, which meant, yeah, he had to make sure he was going to do what he did. Unlike semi-automatics, yeah, revolvers, you are definitely intending to shoot to kill with those. She later died at a Fort Worth hospital. When asked why he pulled the trigger on his wife, Wilhite, 67, told the female dispatcher he had reached his limit. Like he said in the 911 call. Oh, fuck it, Freddy. Once again, when a man is truly fed up and he no longer cares about the consequences of his actions, he will act, ladies. Period. Point blank. Quote unquote, she enticed me and she would ridicule me throughout my lifetime. Wilhite, said as his wife lay bleeding to death on the floor of their mobile home. Wilhite placed the operator on hold while he checked on Donna. Incredibly, he could be heard in the background talking to his wife as she lay mortally wounded. Now, this is the part that completely solidifies him as legendary in my book. Quote unquote, "Are you alive or are you dead?" Wilhite called out before coming back to the phone. Quote unquote, "I think she's dead." 0 fucks were given by this man. Oh, this guy completely lost it. However, let me reiterate, when a man has been thoroughly pushed beyond his limit, all bets are off. Then, as the dispatcher scrambled to send several units to his home, Wilhite assured her that he was not a threat. He told her that he put the handgun away in a closet. Quote unquote, "I'm peaceable," Wilhite told her. It's okay. When he said that, "I'm peaceable," that was a man that had finally achieved his peace. He had to offline his wife to do it, but he had finally achieved his own personal nirvana. Wilhite indeed surrendered peacefully when police arrived minutes later. Quote unquote, he did exactly what he told the dispatcher he would do, a police spokesman told the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. He didn't have a weapon or anything like that. After Wilhite was taken into custody, officers entered the home and found Donna Wilhite, 65. She had been shot twice at around 7:30 p.m., according to police reports. Damn, he double-tapped her with a revolver. In his shocking tape-recorded confession, Wilhite told the dispatcher when and why he offlined his wife, what kind of gun he used, and where he had left the weapon after the termination. Quote unquote, "I shot my wife in the stomach with a 38 Special," Wilhite told her in a tone usually reserved for a non-emergency call, like a lockout or a busted window. Wilhite, of course, was charged with termination. Although the couple had been married for 25 years, they lived in adjacent homes. That shows you just how fed up this man truly was. Police officers responded to several calls from the Wilhite homes over the years. The nature of the calls ranged from assault to public intoxication. Neighbors said Wilhite was a crazy man who tormented his wife and them for years. Once again, if you've got a married couple living in separate homes, there was definitely something going on between them behind closed doors that made them decide to live in separate homes. No. He said it. His wife behind closed doors made his life a living hell. Quote unquote. He was a nut, basically. Curtis Simmons told a Dallas-Fort Worth television station. They were a strange couple. There were always strange things going on. It was just a matter of time. Gentlemen, that is definitely the case when it comes to any man who puts on the mask. It is truly just a matter of time. Now, I know some of you had high hopes for this one being episode 300. However, there are 2 episodes that will never be topped. Episode 148, which some of you have not seen, so I'm going to do you guys a special solid and upload that one tomorrow. And episode 187. Those, my dear gentlemen, are the 2 platinum awards. I don't think anything can top those 2. Watch them back to back and you'll understand why. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in his home. Gotta give it a 10. Method of execution, the revolver of retribution. I'm gonna give that one a 10 as well, because you don't usually hear about revolvers being used. And besides, revolvers are definitely nastier pieces of work than semi-automatics. So I'm going to give that a 10 as well. Psychological impact. I got to give this one a 10 as well, because not that the dispatcher heard everything, she only heard the aftermath. So she didn't have to see it. And of course, for the brutality factor, 238 slugs, yeah, that is definitely a nasty way to go. So I'm going to give that one a 10 as well. So Freddie, fuck it, Wilhite gets a score of 40. Oh, I've always wanted to give this man his proper due, simply because of that one single question that he asked. Are you alive or are you dead? That shows you, once again, how little of a fuck that he had to give. He gave no fucks. He was out of fucks to give. Period. Point blank. But, like I said, ladies, you will push a man beyond his limits. And when that man finally snaps, in my humble opinion, you're not a victim. You are the architect of your own demise, especially if that man over the years had said, you know what? You need to leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to leave. But no, a lot of you women, nope, you'll get in the way. You'll do everything you can to antagonize a man. But then when that man finally hauls off on you, oh, I'm the victim. No. The only thing spontaneous in this world is combustion. Everything else has a chain of events. Very rare is the man who wakes up one morning, decides to have a bagel, some orange juice, read the local newspaper, and decides to take his family or wife offline. No, there's always a series of events. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the article. Watch the 911 call, because in my humble opinion, that is the most hilarious part of this whole situation. Let me know what you think. And for you women around the world who think you can still keep pushing a man beyond his line because society has given you the quote-unquote false illusion of a shield, understand this, and you really, really need to understand this crystally clear. The power you think you have in consistently antagonizing the man in your life is going out rapidly. Feminism and the idea that the Duluth model is going to protect you from that man, that is going out right along with it. Because, like I said, when a man finally reaches his limit, when you have solidified yourself as the bane of his life, all bets are off. At that point, he's ready to put himself in the cage, but he's also ready to put you in the box. It is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.
Murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black